everyone. I am ylfasmoll, or ylfa, or small, or whatever. I'm a variety streamer, and I stream like heck anything I want to stream. Actually, there's a lot of scuff involved. I'm your random fox girl from outer space, okay? I've got a ton of redeems. I've got different forms, like a true form and stuff, and I'll start playing some Lovecraftian horror, which is mainly in a psychology setting. We are playing a psychologist or psychiatrist, and feel free to join our group therapy session. You know, feel free to share whatever you want to share. Please make sure you don't share too personal stuff that could, like, you know, impact your safety online. Stay safe, stay sane, most of the time at least. Okay, so let's go. I am aiming to do this without hints. So far, this has been working very well. So yeah, as you can see, we only made a progress of 16%, even though we already streamed like 8 hours, so this is a long game. I'll explain to you why I ask which questions. My goal is to green out everyone. What do I mean with green out? Well, let me explain to you real quick. We are actually a psychiatrist, okay? I'm not a licensed therapist of any sort. Let that sink in. My mom was, actually. My mom was a licensed psychologist with a diploma and a parapsychologist. So let that sink in. Where is actually the info? It's nowhere. So we've got different stages. We've got red, which means we are not done with all the main story questions. We've got orange, which means all the main story info has been found out, but there is still more to dig into if we really want to go therapy, which is my plan. I want to green them all out, because if they're green, you've asked them everything you can. They have talked about everything they can talk about in this current moment. Love this game? Same. I'm really liking it. I also like the fact that I'm a fucking VTuber playing a game with fleshies in it. Isn't it usually the other way around? People play games with anime characters? Let's go. So we've got Nathan, and Nathan has the thing that he loops. And after we questioned everyone for our first day, had a talk with our secretary, Nathan popped up and said he's in a loop. Let's have him explain for you all, right? Let's have him explain for you all. Let's have him especially explain what he means right now in this very moment. So reaffirming what they mean is a thing that you have to do constantly, because the meaning of something can change, you know? People change over time. A meaning of something can change over time, especially if you're struggling with mental health. Something that has been easy might not be easy anymore. Something that has had a specific representation for you might have changed its representation, but it's still an issue, you know? So we're gonna start with a very easy question, technically. A question that he also should be able to answer, hopefully. So what do you mean by a loop?
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
What was the name for my assistant? Yaya. I think it was Yaya. So while he might not be actually looping, which is like unsure, he is certainly mentally in a loop. He is certainly feeling like it is a loop. And as I said before countless times, it doesn't matter how real something is. It matters how real it is to you, and that makes it valid. Because if it is impacting your life, it is something you want to change, then it is valid enough to completely make it legit, completely think of it as 100% legit, you know? I won't be able to help him if I ignore his issue. Now, fun fact, which you learned before, we have a question history. It is a new question history, apparently because we're in the loop. We have our current notes Dr. Dekker was killed. We don't know by who. This is a thing we want to find out. We found out that he was killed on the night of Valentine's. You know, on Valentine's night. So I can also replay everything. What do you mean by loop? We can actually go on the questions. We cannot click on the question history again to find out which question it is. So now you see like these two orange stars. So don't worry if you have color blindness of any kind, because they thought of that. It's only one star if it's green, it's two stars if it's orange. So it's like colored and visible by other means. I can click on that to listen again. Let's see what our next question should be.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
So it's always good to answer questions as well. The game told us that. Usually we should answer questions with yes or no, but now he is asking for a name. So with the thing that we learned about this, only writing Yaya should not be enough. So I'm gonna go with a full sentence, you know? Yaya is the name of my assistant. I hope that's how you write assistant.
You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
You didn't remember that yesterday? I did, I think. I mean, you met Hannah playing World of Warcraft.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
So that might be because I used words that might have pulled multiple triggers. So maybe if I just use Warcraft, maybe that helps.
No, we played that game together, but we didn't meet in it.
Oh no, wait! He said they met at school! My idiot! I'm an idiot! You met Hannah at school.
Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right?
Oh, if I fail to... If I fail to get a question right. Yeah, that would be funny. I mean, he asked, so I could answer with a yes. Yeah, that would be funny. So yes, that would be funny.
I suppose it's funny for you. You won't remember. Anyway, I think I'll probably head home. This isn't helping.
I'm sorry for that. That was apparently wrong. What? I can end this day. I mean, but it would kind of be funny, not gonna lie. Continue, are you sure? I mean... He is gone. He literally up and left.
I'm having a loop day.
Again! Nathan, we got to talk about this. I mean, let's play into it. As I told you, explanations can change. He came back having a loop day. Anything around that doesn't matter right now. He came back having a loop day. So I'm gonna ask him again, what does he mean by a loop? It will, of course, make him at first feel like, oh shit, this is really a loop because we asked that before. But at the same time, his response might change a little bit. And a new response might give us new pointers to his feelings, you know, his mentality. So let's try.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember.
No,
What's the name of your assistant again?
No, wait. He is asking me the exact same question again. So he is actively looping right now. How about we try breaking this up? Because I do remember.
It's interesting. Almost like... No. It can't be possible.
Now, he might now think multiple things. As in... Is he looping with me? Or she? Or whatever the character we're playing identifies as. For me, it doesn't matter. Is that person looping with me? Is that person kidding me? Or am I actually currently not looping and just feeling like this? There are multiple thought processes that could be going on. There could be even more going on because I cannot see into his head. You can only look in front of somebody's head. He said that's impossible. Right? Or did he say that?
It's a do-over.
Wait, this one.
It's interesting. Almost like, no, it can't be possible.
Now mimicking what he said again. And answering what can't be possible.
Just, you're responding to something I said yesterday. Like, you can remember it. Are you having my loop days, Doctor?
He actually thinks it! He actually is like, is that person actually having my loop days? Oh my god! Now, I could say, no, this is a normal day. But I don't want him to feel like I'm overlooking his issue. Because I'm not. That's not what I want to. So, I'm gonna actually answer yes to, you know, make him feel less alone. I want him not to feel alone with his issue right now. It might not be an issue for me, but it is definitely one for him. And making him feel like he is supported and not alone might be a first step for him to feel like he can open up even further, which might then lead to a point where another approach to therapy is possible. So let's just try that. Again, I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm just hoping that these are the right questions to ask and the right triggers to put into the chat box up there. So, yes, I'm reliving your days.
No. Ask me about the pill.
Which pill? What? What pill?
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loop day. It's got a small skull and crossbones on it. Should I take the tablet, Doctor?
Bro, wait. So, you might not know this, but this is where it comes into play that Dr. Dekker was a psychiatrist and not a psychologist, because at least that's how it is in my country. Psychologists do not hand out medication or do not prescribe medication. They, of course, can tell you this might help, but the prescription of medication for mental struggles is always done by a psychiatrist. That's at least how it works over here. I cannot speak for other countries, of course, but that's the main difference I know between the two. There is one that can deal with medication, and there is one that, you know, get somebody else to help you with medication, but will not deal with medication on his own. Still, a psychologist will still ask you if you have any issues taking it. It will still, like, question you about it if, you know, it is part of your specific therapy. Like, if somebody feels like, if a psychologist feels like medication could help you with your struggle and like alleviate some of the symptoms of your struggle, make it easier for you to forthwith then work on it. And for example, also, and that's always the main reason, or should always be the main reason, make it easier for you to go through your day. Because, you know, everything that impacts your day is a thing that is worth talking about. It shouldn't impact your day. So the moment it impacts your day, if there are medications that can help you regain control over your day, regain quality of life, basically, that is a thing that is pretty much okay. Some of these might be hard drugs. Now we got 2 questions. We got to do what do you mean by loop and what pill. Now I am guessing what do you mean by loop can be resolved with the same questions again. With the same answers.
I suppose you did remember that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
See, and now I can... Those are the same things.
At secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill.
So really wants to go back to that pill. Now we still have Yaya as my assistant, and that's why he asked about Hannah. So if we wanna green him out here, we have to give the wrong answer as well.
Wow. Memory like a sieve, eh, Doctor?
He is giving different answers though. So, you know, he's at least not trying to play completely through his loop. I mean, he said he doesn't want this. Makes sense to try different approaches, right? I mean, I remember him telling me before, if I look at my notes, that Dr. Dekker had prescribed him medication before, and it did help. I mean, it's a little weird how he describes it with the skull and stuff, but it might also be a placebo. So let's assume we know what it is, what we should know if we're actually stepping in for Dr. Dekker. It would probably be good to tell him to take the prescribed pill, since it has alleviated his symptoms. Now, this might be, given the design and everything, this might have been a placebo, but that doesn't matter. Even a placebo is a very helpful medication if it makes your brain stop doing the thing you don't want it to do. So, let's just go with yes. I mean, in a real setting, I would look into it. What kind of pill is it? Would ask more questions. Have you had issues with it in the past? Have you taken that pill before? Do you exactly know what you're taking there? Go through all the positive and adverse effects and everything. But since this is a game, I kind of feel like all of that might not be part of it. So let's just go the direct approach, okay?
Okay. Okay. See you on the flip side.
I always feel a little bit... What? I always feel a little bad, by the way, for these things, because I got brought up by a psychologist that wrote her diploma against excessive medication. For her, most medication from the start was excessive. For me, I'm not pretty sure what is excessive and what isn't, because, you know, I'm lacking information. I'm not sure. But this did end today, and we got all the answers, so we greened it out. But I wonder if there was also a no option. Let's continue. Are you sure? Yes.
I'm having a loop day.
Okay, so the pill didn't work. Now, usually, if the pill doesn't work, we're still asking if it had any adverse effects. But, you know, 10 minutes through for him already? So let's go through his loop day again and see if anything changed from his questions. So let's do the looping question. See how it answers. See if it changed.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember it. What's the name of your assistant again?
He is deliberately saying the same thing, but this is a good actor. Like, he really seems a little fed up with it. I love that. Multiple loops, huh? Let's just comment on it. Let's just break it up a bit.
Yeah, loops. Go round and round.
Did he not notice, or did he not want to notice? So you asked for the assistant again.
Well done. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Yeah, you met Hannah at school, but we will also say Warcraft later.
Is there anything you can say that's going to break this loop for me?
Let's fix that real quick. You met Hannah playing Warcraft.
No, I don't play that game anymore.
He doesn't play it anymore. That is interesting info, though. Because that might help us for future settings, you know? So he's actually not playing the game anymore where he met his fiancée. But then again, most of us that played Warcraft back in the day don't play it anymore. A lot has changed, like latest since Cataclysm, so... You know, anything that might break his loop. What could break your loop? Okay, that won't help. That won't help. Is it possible to break it?
You're just saying things at me now. I'm confused. I'm not sure what's going on.
He's confused, but the question is in our log, so this was a deliberate answer. I mean, I'm just saying things like, I could just answer questions of previous loops. He said that in his last loop, that I would answer questions from loops before, but I didn't. How about I do so now? Yes, it would be funny.
No, this is wrong.
I am so sorry that I'm talking with him right now, but him actively questioning it again is a good start, because he went through these loops again and again and again, right? So the fact that he's questioning his loops, a thing that has been a constant for him for 5 years, might actually be one of the potential possibilities to break it, because now he is wrecking his brain. We could do that, Normie. We could do that. I mean, I have to finish the loop for that, but we'll just finish the loop. We'll just finish the loop with what I remember from the older questions. Just be a little random, and then should be fine.
I never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days?
I mean... I said that before.
Somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like
Isn't
some
that
kind
good?
of sim theory.
Wait. What is sim theory? Have him explain.
It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation.
Ah,
and
that
someone
one.
is controlling us. And there are millions of these sims. And someone, somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait,
True.
don't answer that. I don't want to know.
There is also the, Oh, mind games. I got an achievement out of that. We ended the loop. There has been this other theory. So we have the sim theory, that one is known. My stepdad is actually a great fan of it. But then again, he thinks it's aliens, so... But it is what he believes. It is his truth. That is fine. The only issue with his truth is that he is actively trying to convert others to it. Stinky pizza. Disgusting. Anyway. So, you know, as long as nobody else is having issues with it, it is impacting his life greatly, but he refuses to believe that. And as long as he doesn't see that it impacts his life, it is not a problem. No matter how much it goes on my nerves, you know? And I've learned to respect and accept that. It's fine. It's just who he is. So, there is, besides sim theory, another theory since COVID happened. And the theory that somebody went to the big NASA computer somewhere in Area 51 or whatever, and and started playing the game where you start playing as a disease and are trying to kill everybody. I forgot what the name was called. What the game was called, but you know which game I'm talking about. There's also the theory about this game. So there are a couple of game theories. The sim theory does have like a little bit of sense in it because it kinda, I mean, if you believe it or not, that doesn't matter, but it does fit the idea that sometimes we open, you know, a fridge and we forget what we were doing, or we go into a room and we forget what we were doing. But I just think those are like funny little theories that just make life a little more funny and life a little more interesting. I don't really care if somebody is playing somewhere and I'm just figuring their lives. Because, you know, in the end, you are the main character. Everybody else is just an NPC in your life. You choose which NPCs you date. I think the game was called Plague Inc. Yeah, thank you, Darian. Oh, you're such a good boy. Thank you. Yes, it was called Plague Inc. And we have the Plague Theory. That one exists. Since COVID, but it exists. Oh yeah, that game. It's a wonderful game. I will play it on stream someday. Definitely. I love playing it. Also, I like to destroy humanity in a game, you know? That's in share. So let's end this day, shall we?
At midnight each day.
On
We got out of the
Valentine's
Time
loops.
you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out,
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just,
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
What a cool combination of past things in Act 1. How awesome.
Deja vu.
Good
Are
morning.
you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway,
That was very
do you think
interesting.
you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away.
Oh, evidence added Alderby footage.
Come find me if you need anything.
So that's Yaya, our assistant. Achievement unlocked, Day Tripper. Oh, Lacey and Jasmine are new and already orange. Let's look them up. We won't play them today, but let's have a look. That is Lacey. Oh, she's very interested. She's very curious. And this is Jasmine. Fancy boots. She seems not as interested in the outside and more... It is interesting, like you have these random moving images. It's pretty nice. This is interesting, so we got more people and we will definitely fit Yaya in at some point. What you just saw was a combination of different answers and a mashup of different answers that we got during Act 1. I am looking forward to Act 2. Our goal will be to green all of these out yet again. There will be new answers from Bryce with his extra midnight hour. There will be new answers. That's a different dress. From Claire, who stabbed her husband. She's a little bit of a yandere, not that I cannot understand. We will get new answers from Iglin, our Angel of Death. Mariana, our Little Mermaid. Oh, she has a new dress. Did she lose the last run? She's still... gosh. She's beautiful. And new answers from our looping boy, Nathan. I think I might even start with Nathan next, but apparently we actually got out of his loop. We asked too many questions that made him wonder. I wonder what will be our next step with him. But we will find out later. As you can see, we actually got 3% more in. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot for, let's say, only Lupin. Amazing. Hey, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out. And thank you so much to Zelex90 and Westmake87 for supporting me on Ko-fi to make these videos happen. And you can also support further videos coming up and see your name here in the credits. Just hit the link in the description and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye!